Over the North Pole of Atlantis, there was a pyramid, and I've talked to you before about pyramids. Pyramids were all over the planet for one reason, and they set up the grid, and there was an ionosphere grid, but they pulled the energy from the ionosphere down into the pyramids, and then that disseminated heat and light and electricity, or whatever they called it at the time, to heat and light the homes. So that was the process. And what happened is somehow in that time they collapsed what Kenneth Killick, the designer of our pyramid, called a standing column or wave, which Tom Bearden took and made scalar energy out. A scale going up, or smoke signals going up all the way to the ionosphere. That whole symbol collapsed. Another evidence of that, if you look in the Bible, around Jericho, they carried the Ark of the Covenant. And each time they circled it for 7 days, they created a vortex going up, up, up. And then what did they do? They stamped their feet, and that collapsed the vortex. That is exactly what happened to the pyramid over the North Pole. And if you look at the maps, it cracked the earth. And when it cracked the earth, it was necessary to stop the wobble of the earth by placing the Great Pyramid where it was in the center of the grid, 120 degrees away from the North Pole. As it cracked the earth, it compressed the North and South Pole, so it was 120 degrees. Then they went and put the pyramid 120 degrees, and then around here 120 degrees, and it acted as a wheel weight to reestablish the proper orbit of the planet. Now, what I attempted to do at the ASD meeting last year was to reestablish and activate Stonehenge by placing the Great Pyramid over Stonehenge and the first crop circle, which was a compass, over Stonehenge, to balance the planet so that we had control of the tip and tilt. And what was interesting, we performed this on the 6th of June. In the same field where the first crop circle appeared, there was a heart. And then there was a diamond, and these were all significant. But on the 21st of June, what happened was there was a crop circle not too far away that appeared, that showed the tip and tilt of the Earth by showing several different orbits around a point. The next morning, on June 22nd, they showed a crop circle with a shaft going right down the middle. That would be the central shaft of the Great Pyramid. And it also showed the first crop circle. What was wonderful was that on August 1st, we will talk about this later, but there were 2 crop circles that appeared. The first crop circle that appeared on August 1st was the Star of Bethlehem, telling us that the Christ consciousness could be brought in with the comet Ison. And then the second one, right next to Stonehenge, was a square crop circle that actually could be moved over to our antenna system, so that now our antenna system can be united with the main control panel, which is Stonehenge.